Right now, we begin tonight with breaking news. A parent's worst nightmare becoming reality for some Colorado families tonight.
3 students are in the hospital after a shooting at Evergreen High School during the lunch period this afternoon. Right now, we know one of those students is believed to be the shooter. Thanks for joining us. For Denver 7 News at 6, I'm Micah Smith.
And I'm Ryan Fish. Right now, we know there is no longer a threat to the students or the community, and we have live team coverage across the community tonight as we work to learn more about exactly what happened and who these victims are.
And we want to go first to our Veronica Acosta, who's been talking with families as they reunite with students at Bergen Meadow Elementary School. Veronica.
You know, all of those reunifications have now been done. Bergen Meadow Elementary School, it is empty behind me. The caution tape is still up. Those first responders also seemingly still in this area. But all of those families, those parents, those high school students, those middle and elementary school students, they are now all gone. They have reunified with their families. They have gone home after a really awful day. But we saw those emotions. They were high as parents were getting to the elementary school, running up to those doors. We saw as buses, Jefferson County School District buses arrived here, at least 10 of them. Most of those filled with high school students, dropping them off right in front of the school, getting them in, and then eventually getting them with their parents. Hours ago, we have been here for about 4 or 5, if not more. We saw that line of parents standing outside of the elementary school, all lined up. We're talking hundreds, just waiting to see their loved ones, their little ones get out. The middle school not far from here as well, that was put on a lockdown after news of the shooting. So many of those parents also coming here to pick up their students, and we spoke to so many of them. Shannon, who picked up her young son, a 7th grader, Brennan, from his school. He was previously homeschooled. This was his first year coming to a real school. She told us that this is what she worried about for so long. So this was her biggest fear coming true. We also spoke to Ty, a freshman at Evergreen High School. He ran me through what he heard when he was outside, the popping noises that he so quickly knew were gunshots. We heard from other students who were just as scared and other parents who said the first thing they did when they saw their children was give them a hug and then make sure they weren't breaking down into tears. The last thing they wanted to do was scare them more. Take a listen.
I just told her what was happening and that I was safe, but scared.
You're really anxious, sad, really scared, and so grateful. So grateful for the really brave staff here in Jefferson County and at Evergreen, and so grateful for first responders.
It was a lot of emotions rushing through my head, a lot of tears and stuff.
And how are your friends? Are they all doing okay?
A lot of my friends are doing okay, but one of them is not.
And Ty really overcome with emotion at the end of our interview there, because as you heard him say, he was still worried about at least one of his friends. Shannon, who you also heard from, she told me that her dad was a first responder at Columbine. So you can only imagine the kind of feelings this stirred up for her, especially for her 7th grader, for Brennan there, who she quickly came down to pick up at Bergen Meadow Elementary School. A tough night for all of these parents, you guys, who are now, most of them luckily have been able to pick up their children and gone home, but still very emotional. Definitely not what you want to see. Families running toward the front door of an elementary school to try and get their little ones, many of them overcome with emotion. We're grateful that so many of them are home now.
Just so heartbreaking to hear from them. Thank you so much for that update, Veronica. We also have some video sent into our newsroom showing students running to a house across the street from their school, begging to be let inside to get to safety. We want to warn you, it is tough to watch.
Yo, ring the doorbell. No, Danny, please. I know these people. Keep running.
You can hear the panic there, some muffled voices, but it sounds like those kids clearly it looks like they're coming from school, backpacks, saying, I know these people, let us in. Some kids out of breath there as well. Looks like they had been running to get to safety, and that is just really tough to watch, to show just the fear and the panic happening in that moment.
Yeah. You can feel their fear. There's no other way to put it. You can feel their fear. We heard from one parent in line trying to pick up her son. She tells us Gabriel is 15 and has autism. When he heard gunfire, he and a group of students ran to the nearest exit.
when they were running by one of the houses, one of the civilians let them in through the garage and let them all stay there to call their parents and tell them that they were safe, and let them stay there until the school started evacuating to Wilmot to move kids.
Yet another example of a community member just showing empathy and heroism, trying to help these kids as best she could.